Laura's got a secret, oh what a tale. She spins a wild story, sets sail without a sail. Fake baby bumps, she's got tricks up her sleeve, but the boys see through it, they just can't believe. Oh Laura, 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 what did you do? Play and pretend just to make it through. The boys fight back, they're standing tall. Laura's big surprise is no surprise at all. She points her finger, you're the bad guy now. But truth's got legs and it's taken a bow. Her plans unravel like a thread on a spool. Life's not a game and you're breaking the rules. Lies and lawsuits, so what a show. The justice is coming, it's starting to grow. You can't win hearts with tricks or a fight. The truth shines brighter than a starry night. Oh Laura, Laura, what did you do? Play and pretend just to make it through. The boys fight back, they're standing tall. Laura's big surprise is no surprise at all. So kids, remember, don't twist what's true. Life's much better when you just be you. Laura's learning the hard way it seems. Honesty's the hero in everyone's dreams. Oh Laura, Laura, what did you do? Play and pretend just to make it through. The boys fight back, they're standing tall. Laura's big surprise is no surprise at all.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good night from wherever in this world you tune in from. This is part 4 in my coverage of the criminal investigation into serial pregnancy scammer Laura Owens. And yesterday was, hello Mr. Jingles, hello. Yesterday was it was rough because we learned about Stormy Mitchell's story. Laura Owens didn't just steal her precious sonogram of her twin boys. She stole Stormy Mitchell's entire story. That is it brings Laura Owens to a kind of calculated evil that is rarely heard. Rarely heard. But we got through it. Thank you all for showing up yesterday. And if you haven't seen it, in the description below to this stream, you will have links to part 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is part 5, isn't it? Or is it part 4? Let's see. I have to count here. 1, 2. This is part 4. So links to part 1 through 3 is in the description below. I had to check. I had to check. Thank you. You guys keep better track than I do. Oh, so today we're going to go through. It's the same case. It's the Maricopa County Attorney's Office Investigations Supplemental Report Form. Charges perjury, tampering with evidence, attempt theft by extortion, and also identity theft. The lead investigator is Detective T.Boe. All right, are we ready? Because today we will start off with the interview of Jan Black Owens, Laura's mother, and Laura. I haven't read any of this, so this will be a new experience for all of us. Well, if you have seen it before, if you have a warning, please do so, but no spoilers. No spoilers, please. Oh, and hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you haven't. If you really like this coverage and my other stuff that I produce, considering being a member. It's $3 a month. And you get access to everything, including your own emojis and members-only content. All right, here we go. Let me put this up here. Do that so I can see the things. Dun, dun, dun. Let me put that over there. All right, now we're ready. Report case, this victim, it's state of Arizona, Clayton Eckert, defendant Laura Owens, Detective T.Boe, Owens, Laura Michelle, Jan Black Owens. Oh, Jan, her name is Jan, not Jan. What does it say on? No, okay, I wrote, darn it. I wrote wrong on the thumbnail. Jan. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get the thumbnail right here. There. Oh, dun, dun, dun. So that. All right. Now we're caught up here. The thumbnail and stuff. All right. This is from Detective T.Boe. Detective Gonzalez and I went to, I assume, the home of the both of them to attempt contact with Laura Owens on 11/26/2024 at approximately 09:20 hours. We made initial contact with Jan Black Owens. Miss Black Owens asked what this was about. I told her this was regarding the civil case that Laura had concerning Mr. Eckert and Mr. Gillespie. I explained that we wanted to see if Laura would like to speak with us. Miss Black Owens, also known as Jan, advised that Laura resided in a casita in the back of the property and that she would let her know that we were there. Yeah, the casita, you remember, we have seen the raid on her, and we saw the inside where we had a peek inside of Laura Owens' casita, and it was cluttered and filthy, alleged dog poo and stuff. Yeah. Well, Jan told him, I'll let you know Laura Owens arrived at the door and advised that her attorney told her not to speak with us. That would be Attorney David S. Gingerass. I would leave her with my business card in case she wanted to contact me or if they wanted to make a statement. Miss Black Owens then asked if we were just looking for a statement, adding that this thing has gotten so out of hand. Aww, poor you. I explained that Maricopa County Attorney's Office was ordered to conduct the investigation, and part of that is to talk to everyone involved. Miss Black Owens told us that two of the guys that were involved in this, Michael Maricini and Greg Gillespie, have lied! Clutching pearls. And that Greg Gillespie has created documents in the last case, as though the documents were from Laura. Miss Black Owens said that Gillespie is a master hacker. No. She said he had doctored things to make it look like Laura did things. Oh. Laura said that she knows she is not supposed to talk and pointed to the Justice for Clayton Instagram. Oh, Laura, you kept track of everything that was of what you did. Oh. Miss Black Owens stated that Michael Maricini had concocted things, saying that Laura said she had cancer, which he had never told the court before. Well, what's it going to be? Because according to Laura, she had. Laura interjected that Maricini said that she had polycystic ovaries, but he forgot that she had cancer. Okay. This is Laura Owens' advice that her attorney told us not to speak with us. Okay. You know what to do then, Laura Owens? You shut the fuck up. And then you volunteer information. That's so nice of you. Jan said that Laura never had cancer. Really? What? That's odd. Jan reported that both Maricini and Gillespie knew that Laura was pregnant and that she and Ron Owens had gone to dinner with him, Maricini, frequently. Poor guy. Jan reported that these guys have had motives and that now they're trying to act like victims. Jesus. Jan reported that two of these cases had been adjudicated and that Laura had evidence that she was pregnant and that these guys were abusive towards her. Oh, clutching pearls. Clutching pearls. Lying pieces of shit. She continued by stating that they had motives and that they don't want their orders of protection renewed. Well, of course not, but that's been handled since, because Laura Owens didn't show up for the Mike Maricini, and she never renewed, to my knowledge, against Greg Gillespie. So both Mike and Greg out of the grasp of their claws. Jan stated that the other attorney in this case, Greg Woodnick, has, quote, a real axe to grind against Laura. No, he's doing his fucking job. I asked why. Laura stated that she feels she can't say that he didn't win the last case against her, Gillespie. Laura said in the last case, Greg Woodnick had been intimidating her attorney's office repeatedly. Just like he tried to tell lies and intimidate her attorney in this case, David Gingerass. Aww. Aww. You know, Laura, we all read what Gingerass was up to because he was very outspoken himself. David Gindras, blah, blah, blah. Laura continued by stating that David Gindras looked into the case and felt that these things are not true and that Woodnick is trying to scare them off the case by revealing you are a fucking liar, Miss Owens. That's kind of his job. Laura said that she made a statement to the court, not realizing that she shouldn't have an ex-parte communication with the court. Stating that she got an email from Woodnick on the morning that she had been in New Jersey. Isn't it weird that every time Laura Owens is in deep fucking trouble, something happens? She gets a medical emergency or whatever's. That this was her last chance. Laura said she didn't know what that meant at the time and feels that she has reason to think that Woodnick could have been involved. You psycho bitch. Laura says she knows that Greg Woodnick is not the one who did these things to her, adding that she was lured across the country by a guy that she never met. What? It's so stupid. Since then, Woodnick picked up the Clayton case after she tried to dismiss it. This is so. Laura, are you saying that Woodnick? Oh, this is so insanely stupid. But it's very nice of you, Laura, after not being bothered. I mean, even Gindras tells you to shut the fuck up, and you are mentally unable to shut up. You keep talking, getting yourself into more trouble. Woodnick picked up the Clayton case after she tried to dismiss it. Oh, poor you. Ross said that Woodnick hates her and has told everyone that she is the craziest person ever. He's not wrong. Laura said that she is aware of that, and this isn't news to her. Yeah. Jan said, concerning the case with Greg Gillespie, this guy shows up on a dating app, and it seems like she was lured. Oh, okay, so the guy's in Hoboken, New Jersey. Serious? All right, Miss Owens, where's the police report? I asked Miss Jan if that case was solved and if an arrest was made. Jan asked if I was aware of that case. I said that we have heard rumors of it. Laura responded by telling us that she did make a report to the police there, but she wanted to stay anonymous because she was concerned that the guy would come after her. Again, with the anonymity. Seriously. Laura reported that she requested that the police not contact him because he would know that she was the one who did it. What? That's not how things work. That's not how these things work at all. Jan then indicated that she didn't see that there would be a problem with Laura speaking with us. That's good advice. Jan against her lawyer's advice? Stupid. Yeah, exactly. Why did she allegedly go to the cops then? I told Jan and Laura that it would be inappropriate for us to talk to her since she has consulted her attorney, so it's best that we don't. Yeah, but Laura keeps talking. Jan stated that she could tell us more about the Hoboken thing. Jan began to speak, but was interrupted by Laura. Laura told her mother that she knows what happened and that you doesn't have all the details of what happened. That would be Laura desperately trying to get Jan to shut up, because I would assume that Laura has told Jan a story, which may or may not be the story she wants to tell the cops. Yeah. Jan said that it was a violent attack, and basically the guy thought that he had killed Laura. Okay, where's the photos? Where's the police report? Laura interjected, stating that she was drugged by him. Okay. Jan said that the FBI knows about it, and they are scared of saying anymore. What? Laura said that she provided a 40-page report of what happened. Laura then voiced a concern that we had quote-unquote body cams on. I said we were not wearing body cams. Laura indicated she's aware that Justice for Clayton has called in fake welfare checks that they have admitted was for content creation and have used it to harass her mother and herself. Miss Owens, Laura, when you go public on your blog and stuff and threatening to harm yourself, that's not a fake welfare check. Hey, you're his first fan. Not much. We are maybe 15 minutes. You will catch up soon. Roland asked, did Mr. Boe burst out in laughter listening to this? If not, kudos. Yeah. And content creation have used it to harass her mother and herself. They also contacted Adult Protective Services, alleging that she and her mother have been abusing her father. Well, you live with him, and I don't know if that is technically abuse or legal abuse, but you two being near anybody is clearly abusive, in my opinion. I suggested to Laura that she speak with her attorney, David Ginderass, to see if he was interested in sitting with her if she wants to make a statement. I provided Laura with my business card and suggested that she discuss this with her attorney. Hey, he's doing it by the book. Hey, Laura, you got advice here. Why are you still talking? I provided Laura with my business card and suggest. Oh, bro. Laura asked what the statement would be. Pen on paper, Laura. Pen on paper. I said it would be whatever she wants to tell us about the case, what she feels would be relevant, and we may ask some questions regarding what she told us. Laura asked if she would be provided with an attorney. What? You have an attorney! Numbnuts? Ginderass. I explained that she would not be provided with an attorney unless she was arrested. Jan told us they had really wanted to discredit Laura so the orders of protection would not be renewed. Well, they weren't, because Laura fucked off. She continued by telling us that Greg Gillespie has continued to try to contact Laura under false names. Oh, the horror! The horror! False names! Is he also a master hacker? Laura added that Gillespie had contacted Jean Ras under a false name. Jan told us that Gillespie had doctored letters to Laura's prior family attorney early on in the termination coercion case. She added that Gillespie is a master at this and is obsessed with Laura. Oh. They then reached out to Clayton when they heard about the paternity case. Jan said that Laura has never faked a pregnancy. You two cunts. She knows this as her mother, Miss Black Owens, said that she has seen Laura pregnant. She was tormented by this pregnancy, and she did not want to have a termination. Jesus. She told us that Clayton didn't want to, quote-unquote, come to the table. No, he does not want to come anywhere near you. You keep getting fake pregnant. And he had called her about it, asking what to do about the pregnancy. She added that she had written to Clayton's parents and asked them for help. Jan said that Laura didn't want to have a termination, adding that Laura had taken a termination pill on 2 prior cases. They really can't shut up. She said that Laura is 34 years old and was pregnant before. She didn't want to have a termination. She basically stayed in bed, hoping that she could get Clayton to, quote-unquote, man up. Is that why this Laura, during this time, in a high-risk pregnancy with twins as an epileptic, decided to go show horse jumping? No. And never actually saw an OBGYN. Laura told us she has difficulty in making decisions. Well, I don't agree. It's just the absolute wrong ones every damn time. She feels the need to ask her mother what she should eat for dinner. Really? Laura said that she had invited Clayton numerous times to her appointments. The appointments you cancelled, Miss Owens? Laura said she invited his family. Jan said that she wrote to his family and asked about genetic traits in their family that may be a factor for Laura. Clayton's family never wrote back. No. I wonder why. Laura then stated that she wants to speak for herself and that if she's not going to be provided with a criminal attorney, Jan interrupted Laura and told her that she wasn't going to say anything. You've done nothing but talk, you morons. Adding that all of the documents and everything are true. No, they're not. Laura stated that she doesn't know if there's anything she can say that would be helpful, and that she was told not to talk to us. And you keep talking. Even Mr. T.Boe had told you, well, your lawyer says to shut up. Please shut up. Oh. I told Laura that it's best that she doesn't talk to us at this point. Laura told her mother that she is able to talk to us alone and she doesn't need her there. Laura said that she was there for all of this. Jan asked Laura if she wants her to go. Laura indicated that she would rather talk inside. I told Laura that at this point we shouldn't talk to her. I told Laura that if she wants to talk, she could call us. This way she's starting the dialogue. This would avoid the appearance that we were pressuring her to get information. Wow. And they keep talking. Jan told us that she knows what the judge had said. She told it that it was a 45-minute hearing, and then the judge came out with all these findings that Laura had fabricated pregnancies in the past. No, it was a 45-minute hearing, you stupid cow. Jan said that Laura didn't. Laura then said that she had seen Dr. Jones at One Medical, which was confirmed to Gillespie, and this is who Gillespie told her to see. Sure. Laura told us that we were welcome to contact Dr. Jones if we wished. Jan stated that Clayton had lied to the court, telling them that Laura sent him 500 emails. He showed up with a fucking binder. She said in agreement with Laura that she sent him about 100 emails. It was once a day. No. Laura said that Clayton also lied to her when he said that he made offers on real estate. Jan said that the judge came up with all these findings based on what, quote-unquote, these guys had said. And no, the information you provided as well was equally more damning. Laura didn't have a chance to dispute this and present her documents. She added that she was accused of having paternity cases against the others. However, one was termination coercion. The other was for violence. No. Maricini tried to suffocate her. Where's the fucking police report? Laura said that Maricini was stalking her. No. He did everything in his fucking power to stay away from you. Then they mentioned the trip to Iceland, where the lady had made the declaration. Jan said a thing about Clayton, and the reason that Laura said she was going to go to the press was that Clayton had previously indicated that he was going to the press. No! Laura indicated that it's all out on the internet, and she doesn't have the support of the Bachelor fan base. Jan, Laura. The Bachelor fan base might tune in once in a while, but this is way beyond that now. Way, way beyond that. I concluded the contact by telling Laura that she could contact us if she wishes. Laura then mentioned that her attorney had her watch a video called "Don't Talk to the Police." I said that we just wanted to get her side of the story. Yeah, actually, Gindras is doing the correct thing. He's advising his client to shut the fuck up. And looking at this, she is mentally unable to shut the fuck up. Oh, this contact concluded. Let's see what we get into next. Oh, how about this? They now have Jan Black Owens, also known as Naylor Owens. Elizabeth Black Jan. Okay. Gonzalez and I met with Jan at blah 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 on 12/04/2024. This location is a rental home owned by Owens, used as an Airbnb. Really? We met at this location at the request of Black Owens, as she did not want Laura Owens to know about the meeting. The contact began at approximately 09:55 hours, which is 9:55 a.m., and was audio recorded. The following is a summary. Jan invited us in and identified herself to us. We sat at the dining room table for the interview. Jan told us that she didn't want this contact to be noted. Yeah, that happens a lot when you call the cops, ask for a meeting, and tell them, I don't want you to write this down. That's not going to happen. I explained that it would have to be noted. Jan indicated that she understood. I said that I understand that she wanted to put this all in perspective for us. She indicated that this was correct and said that it's become complicated because they have thrown in all the elements from the past. Jan said that she presumes that we are focused on the Clayton Eckert part. I indicated that this is correct, adding that it mainly concerns the court hearings and depositions where Laura was under oath. I added that the judge felt that there was some evidence tampering and some perjury. Jan said that, as far as she knew, there was nothing presented to the court that was not truthful. You stupid cow. They got Laura to admit that she changed things in the documents. On the stand. Jan stated that Laura was pregnant. Jan told us that this happened with Clayton because Laura wanted to get into short-term rentals. Laura was interested in seller-financed properties and eventually found that Clayton worked for a firm that specialized in that field. Laura reached out to Clayton, and they seemed to have a connection. No, he was high. She gave him 2 BJs. Clayton invited Laura over to his place. Jan said that Laura specifically told Clayton that this wasn't a booty call. You don't have a booty, Laura. Jan added that Laura had not had sexual relations for a year before that. This was the aftermath of her being attacked in Hoboken. Yeah, the thing that apparently was never reported to the police. Laura told Clayton that she was not on birth control. No, I don't think that was brought up. Jan reported that Clayton told Laura that he just wanted her to come over and cuddly as he was feeling lonely. Clayton talked to Laura about having been the bachelor and that he was portrayed as being a villain on the show because he lied to the girls at the end. According to Jan, Lara told Clayton that she wanted to make it clear that she didn't want to have schmecks. No, that's not really what happened. Laura had been staying in the casita on her parents' property, and she went over and told her mother that she was going over to Clayton's, and that she made it clear to him that she didn't want to have sex. Yeah, that's what you do when you're going. This is something they two cocked up afterwards. This makes Jan Black Owens a co-conspirator. Laura then went to Clayton's home, and he offered her a gummy, and she took it, according to Laura. Clayton was really, really high. Laura told her mother that they were making out, and then one thing led to another. And then he had his fingers down there. Clayton then asked if he could stick it in for 30 seconds. What? In the history, of man, adult man, I don't think these words have ever been uttered. Maybe teenagers. People in their 30s? No. This is Laura making shit up because she still believes things are like in middle school. Malin says, Nick, since you have a big family, did you talk to your mother about your schmeck's life at the dinner table? Oh, hell no. According to my mother, I stayed a virgin until I was 31, more or less. Now, that's a lie. My mother passed when we children were not adults. But that's you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Laura told him no. Clayton then asked, 25 seconds, and she said no. This is so stupid. Clayton counted down to 20 and then 15 seconds, all of which Laura said no. No, this never happened. According to Jen, Laura then felt his peen was inside of her. Laura told Clayton that she told him no. Clayton then told Laura that she didn't feel the difference. What? Yeah, that's definitely not what a guy would say. I asked where they were positioned. Jan believed that they were on a couch. Jan said that Laura was really upset about that when she came home the next morning. No. Jan stated it wasn't a violent type of graping thing, considering what she had gone through in Hoboken, which I would assume also never happened. Jan said that Clayton and Laura had looked at a couple of properties and Laura had an investor lined up. Laura told Clayton that she wanted to make offers on 2 places, and Clayton agreed to write them up and had Laura sign them, assuming that Clayton would submit them. When Laura asked about the response, Clayton had not submitted one, and she was not sure about the other one. Jan said that Laura was very upset about that, so she filed a complaint with the Department of Real Estate for that. No. Jan said that Laura began suffering from morning sickness. You don't get morning sickness within a week. So she took a home pregnancy test. The test was positive. How the fuck would you know? Yeah, the timeline of that Laura tries to submit is just plain stupid. Jan stated that Laura reported that she wanted to make sure. So she wanted to have it medically done. Laura went to Banner Urgent Care, where it was confirmed. Laura told Clayton, whose demeanor changed rapidly over the course of days. Initially, Clayton wanted for them to figure out what to do. No. Jesus. Laura told Clayton that she really didn't want to have a termination, but also didn't want to raise a child with a confrontational father. Jan reported that over the course of a few weeks, Clayton went from her having the child and raising it to having nothing to do with it, to putting it up for adoption. These two they are so bad at lying. They are so bad at lying. Then it went to him having full custody of the child. She would have nothing to do with it, and he would take the child to his parents' house in Missouri. Jan said that Clayton was flipping back and forth. At one point, Clayton told Laura that his parents thought it was a sign from God. What? I assume, Laura, that you have the paperwork of all of this. No, you have not. You have not. How about that? At one point, Clayton had invited Laura over to his house to talk about it. Laura went, bringing a pregnancy test with her, believing that Clayton would want to see it for himself. Once there, Clayton told Laura that he had a test and that he wanted her to take the test in his presence. Laura did comply and it was positive. No, she was in the bathroom, pumped full with HCG that we now know she got through this weight control group. Jen said that Clayton had wanted to speak with her and that he had called and left messages indicating that he wanted to talk to her about it. Jan told him that he needed to talk to Laura, not her. Jan said that she did speak with him on the phone and that they spoke for about 40 minutes. Now, Clayton has in interviews said that, yeah, he tried to talk to Jan, but quite fast discovered that Jan, whatever Laura is because of Jan. Jan stated that Clayton admitted to her that he may have some early ejection. And that's how it happened. She told Clayton that he should have been more of a stand-up guy about this. Jan said that part of it was not consensual, and he was aware of that. Bullshit. Jan indicated that she watched some of his show on YouTube and was aware that he was dishonest and that she couldn't believe a word that came out of his mouth. Jesus. Jan feels that he wanted to polish his reputation because he was trying to get a spot on Dancing with the Stars. Jan stated that this makes sense if you know what happened to Laura in Hoboken. The Hoboken, Jan, where's the fucking evidence? Your word? Laura's word? Nah. Oh, hell no. Oh, by the way, folks, this conversation is when after Ginger has told Laura to shut the fuck up. Oh, let's continue. Jan reported that they moved here from San Francisco in 2021, and Laura had a boyfriend in San Francisco for a couple of years. I asked if this was Mike Marcini. Jan indicated that it was, and stated that Laura has not had good luck with these guys. They were not together for a couple of years. They dated, and every time when Mike tried to break it off, Laura threatened to end herself. She faked pregnancy, gaslighting, lying, all the things. Jan told us that Laura dated Maricina for about 1.5 years, and for the first 6 months he was fine with her. No, he wasn't. Then he became more violent schmexually, including choking during schmecks. No. Where is all of this supposed evidence? They don't exist because it never happened. There was also other violence involved. Jan stated at one point Laura became pregnant with Maricina's child. No, she wasn't. They all went to dinner and Laura told her that she was pregnant, but it wasn't the right time. Laura and Maricina then went to Planned Parenthood in Walnut Creek, and Laura took termination pills. Yeah, I've been through the communication between Laura Owens and Mike, and she is absolutely vile in those communications. Jan said that at some juncture, Maricina had said that Laura had cancer. Jan reported that Laura never said that, and Maricina never said that, up until now. She feels that it's, for fuck's sake, it's in Laura's own communications. She fears that this may have been the work of Maracini and Gillespie. She also reported that Gillespie has concocted emails that he tried to indicate were from Laura and that were not from her. They were from her. Maracini reported in his deposition concerning the protective order hearing that Laura has polycystic ovary syndrome. He never said anything about cancer. The cancer allegation came out after Maracini and Gillespie got together, and Maracini found 2 emails on his laptop that appeared to be sent from Laura pretending to be a doctor. That would be Laura pretending to be a doctor. Jan said that Laura only went out with Gillespie for about 2 weeks or so. Gillespie told Laura that he had been hurt in relationships before by girls cheating on him, and then asked for her passwords. What? According to Jan, Laura provided the passwords to Gillespie. During the relationship, Gillespie told Laura that it's easy to doctor Leatherhead and stated that he had done it before. This should be a category on Jeopardy. Things Laura Owens did herself and then claim was done by others. I mean, the choices, everything is for only 100 because there are no hard things. Owen said that Laura had become pregnant by Gillespie, and he was insistent that she have a termination, that she take the termination pill in his presence. Gillespie indicated to Laura that he would ruin her life if she didn't comply. Jan reported that Gillespie put his fingers in Laura's mouth to make sure she took the pills. I'll take things that never happened for $100. Laura was very upset with how that ended, so she filed a termination coercion suit against Gillespie. Laura did not ask for money. She asked for a charitable donation to MAID to educate people about termination coercion. Jan stated that Gillespie hired an attorney, Greg Woodnick, suggesting that they may have worked together previously, and it's not just an attorney-client relationship. If we're going to not just attorney-client relationship, what's going on between Laura and Ginger Ass? During these suits, Woodnick contacted an attorney, Joe Cotchett, who was friends with Laura's family, and asked him to tell Laura to drop the case. Jan reported that the attorney has represented Laura in an auto accident case in the past, and the only way that Woodnick would have known about this attorney was through Laura's emails and from Gillespie accessing her emails. No, you stupid fucking cow. That is what we do. That is what attorneys do. Oh, you have a cray-cray woman? Let's check what we find when we search her name in the database. Yeah. As Jan the Couch Fairy says, how about public fucking record? I added the fucking. Jan mentioned that Mr. Cotchett had represented her husband in labor severance suit during the time that Laura dated Gillespie and may have mentioned his name to her. Jan again reported that Laura did not have an attorney at the time. According to Jan, Mr. Woodnick challenged the termination coercion suit on a constitutional basis. Jan told us that again. Now I feel really, really sorry for Jinras, because he told them to shut the fuck up, that both of them tries to control the narrative. Laura ended her relationship with Gillespie in August 2021, and then in February 22, Laura connected with a guy on Bumble He lived in Hoboken, but said he was going to relocate to Scottsdale. During their video chats, Andrew suggested that she travel to Hoboken to visit with him. Knowing that her sister lived in New York City, I asked if Sarah knew Andrew beforehand. Jan indicated not. Laura decided to go to Hoboken to see her sister. Jan stated that Andrew was very particular about the time of Laura's arrival and that she take public transportation instead of an Uber. Laura arrived at the door and this person answered while on the phone and handed her a drink. Laura consumed the drink, felt that she was... And then all the things happened, according to Laura Owens. Do I believe it? No. Not for a second. Not for a second. Jan feels that this was a targeted attack, which coincided with Mr. Woodnick's ultimatum to drop the suit against Gillespie. This is insanity. Absolute insanity. Jan recounted Laura's description of the evening and her opinion that the attack was live streamed. What? I told Jan that I understand that this is part of the quote-unquote big pictures. However, it's outside the purview of what we're investigating. Laura contacted the Hoboken Police Department and spoke with the detective. I don't think she did. Laura reported that she was afraid and did not wish to name this person in a police report. Jan indicated that the FBI is involved in this case and provided further details of this. No, I do not think so. If they were, Laura by now would have, or Laura's attorney, either of them would have filed a summons for the FBI to say, please, FBI, come share with us the things. There are no such submissions. Jan told us that the assault occurred in March 2022 and that this person texted Laura again in November 22 and said he was in Scottsdale and asked if she wanted to meet. Laura feared that this person wanted to finish the job. I wonder if this poor person knows or knew before now in 2025, 26 that this is the story that Laura and Jan are telling the public or trying to tell the public. Jan stated that this all comes together at the time of the trial with Gillespie. Laura was frightened and sent correspondence to the court requesting to appear virtually, indicating that she believed that Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie were involved in her attack. Jan reports that the court clerk sent this request to Mr. Woodnick also. Jan feels that Mr. Woodnick and Gillespie wanted to damage Laura's reputation to make her seem as if she was an unhinged crazy girl if she were to testify. They don't need help with that. Once Laura took the stand, which we saw in Clayton's case, it was apparent that she's unhinged, cray-cray, abuser, gaslighter, probably narcissist, maybe even histrionic. Yeah, all the things. After Gillespie and the attack in Hoboken, Laura met Clayton and became involved in a dispute with him. She said that everyone that involved themselves in this seemed to have their own reasons for wanting to discredit Laura. Laura fakes pregnancies when people try to break it off with her. That's a very fucking good reason to not wanting to have anything to do with Laura Owens. and Clayton wanted to polish his image. Jan said that Clayton knows what happened, fits the technical definition of grape. Jan continued to suggest that Wunik had contrived names of medical providers and fed information to internet content creators. No, those were the names that Laura said she went to. And she never did. And Wunik doesn't need to feed information to internet content creators. We see the fucking court docket. Jan said that Wunik has alleged that Laura took pregnancy hormones along with other similar theories. We now know she did. Thanks to this criminal case, we now know that she went to this weight control group and bought HCG to inject herself. Laura told her mother that she didn't know any of the medical providers that Mr. Wunik cited, and denied reporting that she went to any of them. It's in the court filings, you stupid cow. Jan said that Mr. Wunik had alleged that Laura also told her mother she did not willingly have schmecks with Eckert, and she kept saying no to the end. Never happened. I told Jan that at this point we weren't disputing the fact that Laura was pregnant. I told Jan that Laura did say that she doctored one test where she increased the hormone level. Jan said that document was never submitted as evidence. Laura submitted the actual medical record. The doctored record was provided to Dave Neal, a content creator and podcaster. Jesus fucking Christ, yeah. Can you say co-conspirator, folks? Ta fucking da. Jan said that Laura was trying to get some type of commitment from Clayton to see what kind of father he would be. Laura was never pregnant. Laura felt that they could have joint custody and was concerned that Clayton didn't know what joint custody was. Laura couldn't get anywhere with Clayton, so in July 23, they hired a law firm to act as intermediary. Jan spoke about Laura's brain trauma and reported that she got an epilepsy due to something that occurred with Maraschini. What? Involving blunt force trauma, and that Maraschini is a person who cannot lie. Can't not lie. She believes that Mr. Wunik and Gillespie reached out to Maraschini because they learned that Laura had a case against him. She further believes that Maraschini and Gillespie got together and came up the emails to appear as if they came from doctors in San Francisco, saying that Laura had ovarian cancer. This was to make it look like she was doctoring all this stuff. No, that was Laura doctoring all the things. She feels that the crazier they can make Laura seem, oh, she's doing a hell of a job doing that herself, and you, Jan. Let's see. Oh, I'm still in the green. I'm still in the green, folks. Let me update and see. Yeah, still on the green. Still on the green. So, not demonetized yet. Even YouTube's AI censorships believes that all this is bullshit anyway. I told Jan that there was a lot said about ultrasounds during the hearings. I asked if Laura ever had an ultrasound concerning Clayton. Jan said she knows that this is a touchy area and didn't want to get into that. Nobody wants to get into that. She told us she was aware that Laura said she changed something during her deposition because she didn't want Clayton to know what lab she went to. That's lying under oath. Jan said that they never submitted any sonogram to the court, and she doesn't believe that Mr. Woodnick ever submitted anything. She understands that Gillespie came up with 1 or 2 sonograms in his case with Laura. No, that was Laura. It was Laura all along. JKD Buck says, one time in Lorax's chat, may he rest in peace, I said, Glork, babies, and his response was, don't ever say Glork in my chat ever again. Oh. Jan said that Gillespie submitted sonograms to the courts, saying that Laura presented them to him. Laura contended at the time that she had taken the termination pills at 8 weeks prior to the possibility of having a sonogram. I said that in the Gillespie suit, Laura said she was pregnant with twins. Jan told us that she never said she had twins, but Gillespie claimed that she did. There's so much documentation around this. Gillespie claimed that Laura said it was a boy and a girl. I said that I understood that only one of the fetuses passed because he only took 1 pill. That's not how termination pills work. You don't take 1 pill per fetus. Jan said right, however, Laura maintained that she took the pill so early on that she never had a sonogram and didn't know what it was. Again, Jan stated that the Gillespie case was about termination coercion. It was never about paternity. She said that Mr. Woodnick tried to turn it into a paternity case and she didn't understand why. Jan showed us a document from One Medical related to the Gillespie case. The document indicated that the nurse practitioner, Julie Ulrich, was concerned over Gillespie's behavior and that they were afraid of him. Laura was offered resources. Yeah, I saw that letter. Pure bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Jan mentioned that Gillespie said that Laura sent him a sonogram and there were some emails that were doctored from Laura. She said that they don't know if he actually went into her computer because he had her passwords. How fucking convenient. Laura looked in her sent email and didn't find it. She thinks that Gillespie either sent them from Laura's email or he doctored them to look like they were from her email. These two fuckers don't understand that there are metadata within emails. She said as soon as the news came out that Laura was pregnant with Eckert's child, she was never pregnant, Gillespie and Mr. Woodnick became involved and then brought Maraschini into it. Mr. Woodnick indicated that Maraschini has been subpoenaed to Judge Mada's court, but that wasn't true. Yes, it was. He was subpoenaed there. And Gindras tried to have him arrested. And the judge told him to fuck off in very polite words. All the courts since have told Laura and Gindras to fuck off in very polite legalese language. The subpoena was legal and valid. Gigi says, I'm going to start using this case as a response to women complaining that men won't date them. I'm so glad I am at the age I am and that Miss Viking is older than me, because this shit didn't happen when either of us were teenagers or in our 20s, because there was no internet. Shut up. Oh, thank you, Derek. Thank you. That's so nice of you. £3. It's a bird pair doing fist bump. Dun dun. Dun dun. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, if this stream, roughly a third of my streams get the yellow mark with limited to no ad revenue. So it's very, very welcome with some monetary support in the chat. That is very, very nice of you. Thank you so much. And if you have been here long enough, you already know this. If you're struggling, which I know many are, don't you dare give me monetary support. Go watch my videos. There are most of my videos are monetized. You have hours long, you have 5 minutes long, you have 20-minute long. I mean, of me doing my thing. So if you don't believe you have the means for it, go watch a few videos. It helps the channel. But thank you again, Derek. Thank you so much. Where were we? Jan stated that the hearing with Judge Mara was an absolute joke. Well, true, but not in the way that you think. She didn't know how Judge Mara could conclude the thing that she concluded, such as faking the pregnancy and that she took HCG. Because of the evidence? Jan said that she saw Laura's stomach get bigger and bigger. She saw a stomach pre-fought. Nothing else. And probably a fake baby bump. She added that Laura took videos and photographs with her naked pregnant belly. I saw that picture. That is Laura doing the extend my belly thing. It's really easy to do. She also pointed out that Laura's weight gain to 130 pounds at the end of the pregnancy. There was never a pregnancy. I indicated that we believed that Laura was pregnant. Yeah, you do know this, that cops can lie. Cops can lie. I think the standard that cops can lie is a bad one. Nobody, especially cops, should be allowed to lie to extract information. Jan talked to us about the podcasters and the content creators such as Dave Neal and how they were affecting Laura throughout. And that Laura tried to get a restraining order against Dave Neal. Yeah. Once Laura had confirmation that she was no longer pregnant, which date? The thing in between October and November, and then she changed her mind to July. Which one? Jan? She understood that the suit was on the dismissal calendar. At that time, Eckert had an order preventing Laura from contacting him. Eckert reported that Laura had sent him 500 emails. Jan stated, that was a lie. Laura never sent him 500 emails. He has them all. He has them all. At this point, the case was on the dismissal calendar. Laura knows she had a miscarriage, and it was verified that she was no longer pregnant, so she thought it was over. At that point, Mr. Woody kept the suit going, doing all he can to make Laura seem unhinged. Laura took Clayton to court, forcing him to spend over $100,000 on lawyers' fees. Yeah, that's not going away. And nobody needs to make Laura seem unhinged. We see it. Everybody saw it. Jan talked about the success of their podcast and how the Justice for Clayton cult had gone after all of their guests and sponsors. Oh, really? You talked about the success of the podcast? Really? Where's the money? Jan, that you failed to report in your bankruptcy court, and Laura claims she had no income for the past 2 years. How does that go together with the success of your podcast? Jan. They also tried to ruin their horse business. Now, how about that? Their horse business, as in Jan and Laura's horse business. Again, where's the fucking money? Laura says she had no income from it. Jan alleged that Mr. Woodnick is after Laura and has gone to length, such as lie in his filings and statements, and that he is trying to rehash the Gillespie case, which he lost. Well, now, since Laura never renewed the restraining order or protection order, Greg is free. Jan said that if you don't know what happened in Hoboken, this seems bizarre. Nobody believes that anything stupid of the sort happened in Hoboken. And it seems that Laura is a crazy person. She is a crazy person, but she's not a legally crazy person. Detective Gonzalez asked if there was ever a connection made between the guy in Hoboken and Gillespie or Mr. Woodnick. Jan said, not that she knows of. Jan continued to provide her opinion of Mr. Woodnick and wondered why he was so focused on Laura and discrediting her. You sued Clayton. Oh, Jesus. Jan said that she has been with Laura through all these cases, and there's no question in her mind that all these things happened. I stated that our investigation is to see if Laura lied or tampered with evidence. Jan said she knows that document that she sent to Dave Neal altered the HCD test, and that Laura said that she shouldn't have done it. Jan Owens stated that Laura never changed any of the evidence in court. Oh, thank you, Massborn. No, a computer analyst who worked for the FBI investigated the laptop and found those messages were sent to Mike from Laura's computer at her home address, which Greg wasn't at. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Massborn, for clearing that up. Laura never changed any of the evidence in court. She changed all the evidence she tried to enter into court. Jens again spoke of Judge Mara's ruling that she is saying that Laura is on the hook for $150,000 in legal fees. She said were no legal fees at the time that Laura filed to dismiss the case. You're a fucking moron, Jan. She also feels there is something going on between Judge Mara and Mr. Woodnick. This is because Judge Mara's ruling was almost word for word the same as Mr. Woodnick's press release. Oh, you moron. Oh, you moron. Oh no. Both parties submit their suggestions to the court about what they feel the ruling is, or should be. Judge then rules. So there are things that would be similar. That is standard fucking practice, you moron. Jan spoke of death threats that she had received, and some additional theories connecting this to the Gilgo Beach in New York, the Diddy Combs trafficking case. What? Jan feels that this may be a part of a bigger picture and agree that the FBI may be looking into it. Really? What? Jan, for the love of fuck, you believe that Laura lying to the court is connected to the Gilgo? Oh, you stupid motherfucker. Oh, Jan Black Owens. You make Alex Jones seem hinged. She also said that at one point Mr. Woodick indicated that Laura stated that he and Gillespie raped her. Jan reported that Laura never said anything about the details of it. She just said that they may have been involved in some fashion. Jesus Christ. She continued by telling us that in another proceeding, Mr. Woodick indicated that Laura alleged that he and Gillespie coordinated the attack in Hobo. Equality! Equality in the chat. Hello! Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Jan, did Jan go to one medical appointment ever? Ever? Not with Laura, because Laura never did. Jan told us that she wanted us to know that there was nothing presented in court that wasn't 100% true. That's so stupid. Yeah, no. She continued by telling us that the things that Mr. Woodick presented were medical records from places that had no records for Laura, but he didn't present records from the legitimate ones. There are no legitimate ones. If they were, why didn't Laura submit them? Mr. I told her that we do have records from the legitimate offices. Jan asked how long this investigation would take. I said I hoped that it wouldn't take much longer. Gonzalez asked about Laura's computer, if she still had the one that she had when Gillespie had a password. Jan said she was under the belief that Laura had gotten a new computer and she'd been telling her to change her passwords. Jan then told us about an incident that Laura reported to her. Laura told her mother that she was with Gillespie in a car when they pulled up in front of a house. A subject was standing in front of a house and contacted them. What? Gillespie told Laura that he was in the real estate business. What? And that she should give him her phone so he could put his contact information in it. Laura told her mother that she didn't know what the guy did with her phone, but he was monkeying with it for a little while. According to Jan, Laura thought he may have done something with the phone. This is unhinged, crazy shit here. Jan said that she wanted us to know that there was nothing that was presented in court that wasn't 100% truthful. No. I told Ms. Owens that if Laura and Mr. Gene Rass wants to talk to us, we would be happy to speak with them together. Jan told us that Mr. Gene Rass had said that this was not his area of expertise in the law. Really? He sat in on some of quite big criminal cases. So Jan told us that she didn't want Laura to know that she spoke with us because Mr. Gindra said to let the investigators do their work. Well, now she knows. Mom, you talk to the cops. There was not further information this contact concluded. We are now on page 74 out of 118. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, this is interview with Clayton. Let's see how long this is. Oh. Yeah, with some... Yeah, this. See? There are receipts for everything. Oh, yeah. This here is... Oh, wait a minute. Which one is that? Figure 5. Is that the provocative video? I don't know. Well, that is for next episode. That is for next episode. So this was part 4. Jen and Laura Owens, despite Gindra's doing the right thing and advising Laura to shut the fuck up, none of them are mentally able to shut the fuck up. Yeah, I agree with South Florida Thrifter here, who says, I don't believe for 1 second that Laura didn't know Jan was talking to the cops. I think they concocted that whole conversation together. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, Dwee's the storyline would get rejected by soaps for being too unbelievable. It's insanity. Absolute insanity. But let's see here. We have the Clayton interview, and then the Greg Gillespie interview. Let's see what's left here. Then you have the... Oh, we're going to... emails. Yeah, the emails that we talked about earlier here, that a computer analyst who worked for the FBI investigated the laptop and found those messages were sent to Mike from Laura's computer at her home address. Yeah. So these are the emails that... Let's see. These are emails that Laura said, oh, he's a master hacker. No. So we're going to go through a whole lot of emails in the next episode, it seems. Whole lot of emails. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of emails. Results of obtaining medical records will also be in the future. And yeah, I believe we might have for 2 more episodes, or a really, really long one. What do you guys say on Sunday if we start 9 a.m. Eastern Time and work ourselves through it on a Sunday? Everybody's home. You might have been to church to clean your mind, and then we will go through the rest of this. Yeah, Sunday. That seems like a good idea. So Sunday, part 5 will be the finale. The final episode of the criminal investigation. Now, there are loads of other information. There are some updates regarding the bankruptcy cases, Jindra's the body cam of his arrest. Yeah, we have plenty of Laura Owens to get through. So, folks, later today, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, it is time, as every Friday, 5 p.m., slightly bust Friday live show. There will be guests, there will be fun, there will be a drink of choice, and we're just going to have a great time. Okay? But this is the end of this stream. From me and Mr. Jingles. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the things, all the things. Because it's you guys that makes this possible. Okay. From me, Mr. Jingles, thank you. And I will see you all in the next stream or video. Bye-bye.